Hello guys, and welcome back to another FIFA 23 Drayton Town career mode. Just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone and a Happy New Year. I hope you had a great time with your family and all your friends, and you got all the presents that you want and spent, sort of quality time with loved ones. I know I did. It was a very good Christmas and had a lot of fun, a lot of games, good alcohol and good company. So really good. So I hope everyone else did as well. Apologies for the delay in this. This has probably taken a couple of weeks to get out, but I haven't actually been here. Been in my mum's, been away in like Reading. So yeah, just been away from the computer, unfortunately. But we are back and ready to record the first episode of the championship season. As you've seen in the previous episode, some big teams in here. Really, really tough teams. As you can see, sort of, QPR are doing really well. Luton, there's some big names in this division. So, going to be really tough league. I hope to like sort of do well and sort of stay mid-table, I guess. But we shall see how that turns out. Just for the fact that like I said, there's so many good teams in here, and we've just got to be wary of how we perform and just keep an eye on that table, because a couple of defeats you can end so far down the table it's not even funny. But we shall see what happens this season, and we start away at QPR at Loftus Road. A lot of championship clubs are actually got their stadiums in this, so it's kind of decent actually that they do. Wearing the nice black and pink kit, really love it, with the light blue as the name on the back. I thought he was offside here. I didn't know if Crystal Dale was playing him inside, but it's really good goal from QPR's point of view. Poor from us, 10 minutes played, and we're already 1-0 down, so not really the start that we wanted. But we tried to get back into it really early doors. Neil did really well here. He cuts the ball back, good little drag back in towards B, goes up for the header, doesn't get it, but Paul wins his header into Mikey, touch and turn from Mikey on the volley, and it is a fantastic finish, really, from Mikey, and he just does, sort of what he does throughout the whole career mode of this, just scores goals. And there's nothing less that he can't really do. Here, Dykes played really well. I thought he was going to cut it inside, so I followed him inside, but it was just really good play. And the guy that I originally followed in the middle went on to score to make it 2-1 after half an hour. So an open-packed first half. 3 goals in the first 30 minutes in the first day of the season. But we did really well here. B cutting it back in towards Paul. Good shot. I thought it was over. I didn't think it was going in that corner, but it did. And Paul makes it 2-2. And then the disappointing thing is we concede sloppy goals. Look, it's really good movement from QPR. He had all the time in the world. He just slots it under Ian, makes it 3-2. And that is pretty much game over, unfortunately. 3 minutes left to go. We weren't going to get anything back in that. And it's such a disappointing way to concede very, very late on as well. But we have our first home game of the championship season in our new stadium. 2 tiers around the ground as well, so it's quite nice. Really big stadium. Hopefully we can make it intimidating for teams coming in. Hopefully we can play really well and really sort of dominate the home form, and hopefully go unbeaten at home. Either home would be nice, sort of make it a fortress, and really cement our place at home. And if you win all your home games, then you've got no doubt that you will stay up and hopefully, I only say hopefully, do really well. Cardiff played really well in the opening sort of exchanges. It's a really good save from Sov. I thought he was going to shoot in the middle, but he laid it off for a shot, but it was actually a really good save. So Sov called into action early doors, and then from the resulting corner, it swung an outswinger. We managed to get it up and we get it clear, and that is a threat over from Cardiff. And then we deal with the sort of the in-ball coming in, and then B does well. He sets 3-0. Mikey in acres of space, doesn't even take a touch, hits it straight at the goalkeeper, unfortunately. But lucky enough for us, it rebounds back towards Mikey, and he's able to slot it in again for his second of the season. because he's obviously already scored one, and that is his second of the season. So really, really good sort of start for us. And then here is one back here. Tommy has a shot. It's a great shot, and it's into the roof of the net. What a finish that is as well. And this time it's our turn to sort of dominate in the first half, really. We're 2-0 up after 20 minutes and absolutely cruising. And that was it for the second half, really. Didn't really do much in the second half. We stopped the counter attacks, but Sov made another good save. That was the second good save that he made, because he already made one in the first half. And then one of their players had an injury, and then came in late here. I thought it was a yellow card. I thought it was just going to be a yellow, but the referee sent him off, and I don't think he was on the field for that long. But Joshua Emmanuel has been sent off, and that was the first time for a tackle that an opposition player had been sent off. So that's something different, actually. And then we wrapped the game up here, nil, making it 3. All the work really from B. He did so well running down that left. He cut in, flicked it around the corner. Neil, first time finish into the corner, and Neil grabbed his first goal of the season, even though it is the second game of the season. A lot of Cardiff fans very unhappy in that, and that became a very empty away end, especially at 3-0. And then as we had one more chance here, Joe in towards Neil, lays it on the plate to Ocean, and just slots it away into the corner and makes it 4. And what a dominating display that is on the opening home game of the season. I did say that I wanted to make the home sort of ground a fortress, and we play really well at home. And clearly that we did that. An absolutely dominating display. Really happy about that. Colchester United, and if you remember, we beat these in our first. I think we beat them either last season or the first season, but we beat them by 7-3 in a 10 goal thriller. So ideally, we kind of want the same, but it didn't actually go all our way. Playing our nice green and purple kit, that kind of got really confused with the grass, but it was an absolutely fantastic shot from, I think it was, Chillers there. They had Freddie Sears and Judge as well, some really good players Colchester have got. But they played really, really well. They were 1-0 up. They could have been 2-0 up, actually, I think. They played really good football. But Keane did really well to intercept it and then make a good forward diagonal run in towards Jax, and he hits it low into the ground, nearly messes it up, actually, looking at that camera angle. But Jax makes it 1-1, and probably what we deserved, especially in the second half, that we actually came out and played well early in the second half. But yeah, we nearly threw it all away. Colchester actually played well, probably learned their lesson from when we battered them 7-3. But they scored again, and it's across Alfie again. 2 shots that have gone across Alfie to make it 2-1. But we were saved by Tommy's header being with the corner. We were saved from Tommy's bullet header into the far corner. I only say saved because it went to penalties due to the fact that you don't have extra time in this competition. Alfie going crazy. I think he was actually celebrating with the away fans that were in that corner. So it was penalties, sort of flicking around who can take penalties. I guess from the rating side of it as well, due to the fact that sometimes ratings are different. Alfie makes a really good save. And Alfie's always been good at saving penalties, in all fairness. So no doubt that he wouldn't save most of the penalties that are taken. Mikey steps first for Drayton and slots it away into the far corner to make it 1-0. And then Alfie almost gets there, but it was actually a really good penalty. Lifted it over him. B took a penalty, almost missed. Hit it too close down the middle, but it still went into the back of the net. And then Colchester went again, sent Alfie the wrong way. Again, just went in. It doesn't look like it's going in. It's so slow. Then it was myself to take a penalty. Normally pretty good at penalties, but for the first time ever, I think, in a very long time, that I actually missed in a shootout. It's a very good save. He tipped it up and over the bar. So it was then advantage Colchester, but then Alfie made a really good save to keep it at 2-2. So then if we would score, it would be advantage us. And Ovio just did that, and I mean just. Hits it into the corner, but it still goes into the back of the net. And then they had to score here, Colchester, otherwise they would be going out. Again, it looks like it's not going in, but it's actually a half-decent penalty. And up and over the goalkeeper. So it was then left to Chris to take it. And if Chris scored, we would then go through 4-3 in a very good penalty shootout. And Chris did that. No troubles at all. It was actually a very good, calm penalty. Just slots it away. Into the other side of the keeper, and we go through. I would say deserved in the end, but Colchester played very, very well. So I think definitely for this season, Colchester are not going to struggle in terms of um, going down, because that was a very, very good dominating display from them. So they can be sort of happy with what they've seen. In terms of us, I don't think that we could be happy the fact that we needed penalties, but it shows how far Colchester have probably come from their sort of recent run of games. Burnley next, team that are going to absolutely, sort of smash us in terms of that. They just do that. I kind of earlier as well. Really, a really, really early goal. Scored after 35 minutes. But then we get a bit of luck. Mikey manages to get behind, takes a touch. It's a very good shot, and it's up and over the goalkeeper, and it is 1-1. Thanks to Mikey. But yeah, just very, very poor all round from Burnley. I expect Burnley to be up there at the end of the season. Burnley do go 2-1 up. I felt like it was poor from Ian because it's straight at him. I didn't think how Ian could not save that. I did think it was straight at him when playing it. But yeah, really poor to concede that. And then 10 minutes later, Burnley just cut us open. Weghorst, who obviously did really well at the World Cup, but look at this play from Burnley. Slick movement, and it's another goal that we concede. And we've conceded quite a lot, in all fairness. Not very good start, especially away from home. That's 6 goals conceded in 2 games with QPR, and now Burnley. So we did really well here, got a good overload. I tried to get into Ocean, but Alfie was at the back post more, and it was a very good finish from Alfie, in all fairness. Up and over the goalkeeper. I expected to go to Ocean nice and low, but it went towards Alfie, and it ends 3-2, but again, it's another away defeat. I kind of did say that I wanted to do better at home, but unfortunately we're not doing that either. So we now play Ipswich at home, a team that came up last season before we did, and stayed in the Championship. So they're not a team to not mess around with, really. They look like a really good, solid team. But we got off to a good start, nil with a shot. It actually hit the arm of the defender. So Mikey had a chance for a free kick. We all know how good Mikey can be at free kicks. But it's all down to me hitting the free kicks. But I managed to hit an absolute screamer into the top corner with Mikey. And finally seem to get the hang of these free kicks. But nonetheless, Mikey scores to make it 1-0 to us after like 20 minutes, I think. Not even that long, but just a replay on the goal. Up and over from that side foot. Up, yeah, just such a good goal. Over the wall jumped, through the wall maybe, up and over the goalkeeper and into the roof of the net, who actually collided with the post as well. So unfortunate for him, but nothing really happened till the second half, and West Burns, who is a very good, dangerous player, did really well, and it's into Niemi, and he just smashes it in. It's a very well taken finish, really, from him. Just drills it into the far corner. And it is 1-1. And then actually Ipswich did really well here. Into Dime, into Harper, almost won it, but Sov pulls off a really good save to keep it at 1-1 in added time. And then we almost could have won it here, but Danny, I don't know what he went for the header short for. Should have absolutely smashed it. Ocean almost got there, but Ipswich managed to keep it, and we draw the game 1-1. So I'm being at home, as I said, that I kind of wanted, but it was very, very poor performance from us. Sheffield United away, we're not good away. We've seen in the opening 2 games, just for the fact of how well the other teams have played and probably how we're set up. But Sheffield United is another team that's going to be up there towards the end of the season. They almost take the lead. Ian makes an easy save look hard there, really, but we managed to get in 0-0 at half time, but it didn't last long. Chupa Akpom, very, very talented player, just hits it into the top corner. It's just goal after goal that seems to be going across our goalkeepers. But it was a very, very good finish from him. And then Ryan, for some reason, was all the way up here, but he did well to win it. He fed into Mikey, and it's a very, very good header from Mikey, up and over the goalkeeper into the corner of the goal. Don't know how he did that, but he did. And we equalise after 63 minutes. And then here, Joe played really well into Jax, who came on. and Jack's put in a really poor cross, but in putting in a poor cross, it went over the goalkeeper, and B was just able to tap in at the back stick just gently. Could have hit it over or anything, but he absolutely just walked in at the right time. And yeah, it was just such a weird goal to score. And also in terms of stats, look at the shots that had from both teams. 18 from Sheffield United, 11 on target, and 3 from us, and we scored 2 and winning. So we won a game from being absolutely dominated off the park by Sheffield United. But the important thing is them 3 points, and it's our first away win of the season, which is really good. We then have a cup game against Preston, same league as us, so it's going to be, I guess, tough. We are playing our sort of weakened side, really, if you want to call it that. But Preston are obviously going to come here and play really good football. They're a really good team. Really weird team. They can play really well and really bad at the same time. So we shall see how that pans out. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But Preston do get another chance. It's Maguire. It's a good shot. It's in and off the bar. It's a fantastic finish. Sean Maguire is an absolute beast of a player. He's so quick in terms of like playing that. But we get a chance here from the corner. Jax gets up. It's kind of pinball, really. Keane almost gets there, but he doesn't. It's then falling to Alfie, who then dinks it over to myself, who plays in towards Keane, who has a shot, and it's an absolutely fantastic save from the goalkeeper. One-handed save and up and away. But then Alfie wins it back. Great determination, one-on-one, and scores a very, very good goal. That's one in the league and one in the cup now for Alfie. But just the determination to run forward and win it and score the goal, really. And then Ocean, Jax puts a really good ball. Ocean stays on side, dinks towards the back stick, in towards myself. It could have either gone to Alfie, Jax, or me. There was 3 of us to choose from. I pick it up and slot it into the other side of the net to make it 2-1. With 15 minutes to go, and then with 5 minutes to go here, Neil just picks it up, came off the bench. Lindsay's got no stamina, he's got no bars left. Preston were pushing it up. It falls to me again. This time I was the only one in the box, and I scored to make it 3-1, and that pretty much was game over in all fairness. And that is a pretty good result, I would say, in the cup. Next is Reading, which is the last game of the episode. I do like Reading's kit, actually. It's actually a half decent kit, this pink one that they got, but nothing really happened until very late in the second half, when B put in a very good cross in towards the back stick, and Mikey with an overhead kick. Reading played well in the first half. We had a couple of efforts, but nothing really worth showing. But Mikey scores an overhead kick, or a scissor kick, shall I say, to make it 1-0, to separate the two sides in a tense game. And then with 2 minutes to go, B does well again, going for the shot. It's an absolutely fantastic save from the goalkeeper, but B could have won it and sealed it there. But we had the corner, pretty decent from corners and set pieces. It's up towards Daniel, who almost gets there. It's then Danny on the edge of the area, back in towards Jax, into Danny, flicks it in, goes in towards Dan again, but doesn't get there. B can't get there, and then the end of the game happens as we actually go one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but the referee ends it early. But more importantly, it's our first clean sheet of the season, still unbeaten at home. That's our 4th game at home, and we've won 3 and drawn 1, so kind of content with that. We won in the cup as well, so I am very, very happy with sort of the progress, really. In terms of the table, just outside the playoffs, we played 6, won 3, drawn 1, lost 2, both defeats coming away from home to teams actually above us in the table, in all fairness. Palace are cruising at the top. Stoke haven't actually yet lost, so it's nothing really to condole ourselves with. Ipswich, Reading and Peterborough have yet to win yet, so nothing really much of that. Carabao Cup, we've got Gillingham at home next, so potentially a win and go through. I think Gillingham are in League 2, so it should be an easier game for us to hopefully get a high-scoring game. In terms of stats, Mikey's on 6 goals, Alfie's on 2, I'm on 2, Tommy's on 2, B, Jax, Ocean, Neil and Paul are all on 1, and the only person who's kept a clean sheet is Sov. Nothing more has actually happened in terms of that. So that is going to wrap up the end of August. Again, apologies that it's coming out very late, but of course it has been Christmas time and everything like that. So videos will now be coming out more frequent. So thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you all for September, and hopefully we can continue this impressive start that we have in the championship. Thanks for watching, guys.